Okay. Day 7. Just got done with the gym. And pretty good workout, man. Pretty good workout. Today was chest and tricep. And usually I do abs, but since I'm in a really a good deficit and I get cramps very easily in my stomach, I decided not to do abs until I get my hydration under control. So chest and tricep day today, really good workout, and then about 20 minutes of cardio. A couple months ago, someone used my car, and the radio's been acting up where it's just blasts as soon as I get in. So I'm trying to let's see. Yeah, but anyways, today's day 7. I had a doctor's appointment early in the morning. I was kind of excited for it, and it's funny because looking back into my high school and middle school years, I dreaded going to the doctors because they were just going to tell me that, that I was gaining weight or whatever. And so, I was like, oh man, I don't want to go to the doctor. I don't, you know what I mean? But I was excited. I haven't been to the doctor in years, man, years. Just because I don't have health insurance, So got weighed, and I came in at 385.6. Which, I mean, if you're barely finding my channel, you're like, okay, guy, what's the good thing about weighing 385 pounds? The good thing is that last week I weighed 396, 397. So that's like 11 pounds lost in a span of a week, which coincidentally coincides, well, not coincidentally, but it coincides with whenever I started this calorie deficit. So, felt good about that. Did some blood work because, again, I haven't, tested my lab work levels in years. So that's kind of scary because I've never been diagnosed with diabetes. I was always like pre-diabetic, like preventative medicine and all that. But who knows, man? I could, I hope they don't diagnose me with that. But if they do, it is what it is. I'm actively working against it. So I haven't taken any kind of diabetic medicine in like 3 years because I was in preventative metformin back in the day. And then I took some very little blood pressure, and they took my blood pressure, and it was 141/92, which is a little bit high. It's high. It's like, a regular blood pressure should be like 120, 125/80. You know what I mean? So it's 20 points higher, but I was fully expecting my blood pressure to be at least 160. Back in the day, when I used to go to the doctor pretty regularly, there'd be times where, it would be 130, 140, but then there'd be times where it was 160, 170, you know what I mean? So it's okay, to me, that's good. Obviously, it's not great. So feeling good, you know what I mean? I do feel tired today. I hope you guys can hear me well. I do have the windows down, I should say. Let me put them up. I do feel tired today, and I did drink a Celsius around 6:30, which, I figured is okay. It's only 10 calories. Supposedly doesn't have any sugar in it. So, caffeine has never really affected me. It's always been, it's more of a placebo thing. It's just something carbonated to drink that might give me a little bit of boost. But feeling kind of tired today. So tomorrow's gonna be another long day. But I'm excited. I feel good. Again, I really don't have any temptation. Today I went to a networking meeting and they provided lunch, and because it was already paid for. I took it, I didn't eat it. I brought it to my sister's, and I wasn't tempted at all while in transit to sneak in a chip or sneak in a bite of the sandwich or anything. But you know what I mean? It's been 7 days since I've had any solid food, since I've chewed anything. That's kind of crazy to think, I haven't chewed anything in 7 days. So, it's definitely not hard, but it's not, easy breezy, you know what I mean? Because again, like I've been saying almost probably in every video, it's that mental factor. It's okay, you're not feeling hunger pangs. It's not like you're like, oh man, if I don't eat, I'm gonna have a headache, or if I don't eat, my stomach's gonna growl. If I don't eat this or that, it's literally, okay, a burger would feel absolutely amazing. The only thing that's been okay, whoa, this if I keep thinking about it, you know what I mean, is steak. A nice, juicy, great crust steak, you know what I mean? Again, it's the mental thing, it's and this is why this journey is so important to me, because, as I've gotten older, I realized, man, you do not have the mental fortitude that you think you do. You do not have the discipline, the will, the desire that you think you do. Because if you did, then you would be in a different spot in your life. You know what I mean? And some people are like, oh, you're being too hard for yourself. And some people might say, well, look, at 24 years old, you've done this and this and that. But it's man, the 12, 13, 14-year-old me was dreaming so big. And I let that, that kid down, tremendously. You know what I mean? So it's I've never been one for this, needing positive reinforcement just because of how I grew up. I do like feedback. And so it's been more about, hey, talk to yourself. Hey, I feel like I'm actually too dark. Yeah, there you go. Talk to yourself, make sure you speaking to yourself whenever you have those thoughts of, okay, let me just eat something, low calorie, but filling, and you're still going to be in a deficit or whatever. But it's no, it's the time for that is going to come. You're on a program, you're on a structure. Stick to it. You know what I mean? Have the willpower to day by day choose a better version of yourself. And so, that's been it, and you have, when you do these kind of things, whether it's a severe calorie restriction, whether it's a new training regimen or whatever you do, you're going to have to realize there's going to be moments where what you would do on a regular Monday or a regular Friday, that moment's going to come, and you have to decide, what are you about? And it's going to maybe, make you uncomfortable or make other people uncomfortable, because they might be like, oh man, come on, just family dinners or outings or this or that. And you just gotta be like, hey man, it's I've done that before. And it's great, and I can still be around you guys. You know what I mean? But I'm choosing this, or I'm deciding that. So it's man, along with this being a health journey, it's also let's grow some endurance. Let's grow some perseverance that can translate to other things. It's delayed gratification is we're our society has been built on that instant gratification, and it's just so damning, you know what I mean? To have that dopamine, to have that instant validation. And so when things take longer, you're not used to it and you give up, you know what I mean? So, and just like I've said in other videos, that's why I think it's good that, the holidays are coming up, Thanksgiving's coming up. We have our fall festival at church on Thursday this week. You know what I mean? So there might be some glizzies, there might be some, nacho Frito pies or nachos, or, you know what I mean? And it's like, okay, can you have the fortitude to be like, I might be in a communal space, but I'm on my own journey. And so, same thing with Thanksgiving, and Christmas. Those are two of my favorite holidays, not just because of the aspect of family, but because of, Thanksgiving food is probably my favorite food all time. But I've had 23 Thanksgivings, and if one I miss, so be it, So just taking it day by day. I also am trying to tell my mind, hey, you lost 11 pounds this first week. It's not going to be like that every single week. And one would be like, man, that would be awesome. And yeah, hypothetically, losing 11 pounds per week, I'll reach my goals in like 15 to, 17 weeks. You know what I mean? Which would mean that, like, by the time I'm supposed to end this liquid phase, then I'm done, right? But then there comes, okay, like, the loose skin, and also allowing your body to, recomposite. You know what I mean? Which if you take more of a gradual approach, making sure that you're hitting your protein, you're drinking water, and you're getting sleep, can really help you in that kind of your body recomposition and loose skin. So it's kind of like, you almost feel like, man, life was going so fast whenever I wasn't doing this. And now this is more painstaking in a sense, but, also at the same time not, because 7 days of 800 calories, and not even 800 calories because my shakes line up to be like 780. And then I've worked out probably every other day. So that's even increase, just not, that's an increase in deficit. So, I feel good, but cautious. Like I said, trying to take one day at a time. Trying to find enjoyment, in this period. And I think one of the things, like I mentioned in my day 6 video, I have to watch out for hydration, but I think I have to make sure that, like, I'm sleeping, like, a good amount of time, because my body, like, needs even more recovery, than usual, with or without working out. And it also helps with, the more that you're asleep, the less that you're thinking about, wanting to eat or something. So, so this is day 7. About to head in the house, hit my last shake for the day, work on some work stuff real quick, and try to be in bed by 11 and be up by 7, so I can have an effective day tomorrow. So thank you to anyone who's watching, honestly. Give me feedback, anything that comes to mind. I want to stick with this throughout my whole journey and maybe my whole life. It's not just a fitness channel. This is more of just my channel of my life, different aspects. Sometimes I'll post music stuff, or whatever, or maybe even work stuff. So day 7.